So it was the last morning in La Linea. So last day here, we've been about 4 or 5 days here, waiting for the weather to turn, and now we're good to go down to the Canaries. Now for something completely different.
We are heading off a bit early from this anchorage at Graciosa Island, unfortunately, because there's some real strong winds coming in for the next sort of 5 or 6 days, and we need to be in Las Palmas by the 9th. So we're going to head off now and hope that there is a spot at the marina. What, like 3 or 4 o'clock now in the afternoon. So we'll sail overnight and arrive in the afternoon, hopefully after the Arc Plus has left. So we'll see how we go.
Very cool anchorage. Probably the most interesting landscape we've had from an anchorage. An unexpected landscape.
Yes, we really like it a lot.
Wish we had a couple of months before the Canaries.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Another time.
Another time. So Brenton, what time have we managed to arrive at Las Palmas?
Exactly the time we planned not to arrive. Right when the Arc Plus is about to start.
God damn it. We did a really fast trip.
We tried everything. We had more winds overnight than we expected, and we've been surfing down the waves. And I don't think predict wind accounts for surfing down waves.
No, I don't think they
So
do.
we probably got here about 4 hours earlier than they thought we would.
Yeah.
So we have to come around the breakwater and sneak in behind all the start line for the Arc Plus, which is about 70 or 80 boats. We're at Las Palmas. This is possibly the longest breakwater I've seen in a long time. It's a big port at Las Palmas. Breakwater must. Chart plotter, I think it's about 1.5 nautical miles long.
We've arrived in Las Palmas. There are lots and lots of boats. We have managed to be next to some other Aussies, Tranquillo, who are very nice people, but I think they might be moving. They're off to have their boat lifted out, so that's a bit of a shame because they might not be able to come back here.
Got the official goodie bag from the Arc people, and got all our gear in here, and the official flag.
Ooh.
Ready to go on the boat.
Brenton, what did we fail on the safety?
We failed everything.
No, we didn't. We've got a
We
little
failed a
list.
full post-it note. We need to attach the life raft painter permanently.
Yeah.
He suggested a knife at the mast.
Yeah.
Or that we all have.
Personal
So,
sailing knives, but
which-
you know, honestly, a knife there is probably better because most
Yeah.
people, you just won't put it on. throw line's probably the big one, and the extra horseshoe
For the
throw.
jam boy. Mm-hmm.
Attach a whistle to the life sling, 1 red handheld flare. He wants more flares, or one of these LED flares. Flares it in a dry bag so they don't get wet. Test the EPIRB, spare hacksaw. These weren't necessary.
Oh yeah, I know. Not all of those were. I think
And the
only
pilot
3
book.
of those.
I don't even think the
things.
pilot book.
No, none of
no,
those.
it's just a
So there were
suggestion.
only 3 things that he said. I think.
So it's
that-
mainly the throw line, the horseshoe, and attach the whistle, and the
No.
extra flare.
the extra flare.
Okay.
Well done.
So we
pretty
actually
good.
did pretty good. But the 3 things that we were actually worried about today did not come up. The spare light bulb for the searchlight,
Didn't even have that.
the spare canisters for the life jackets,
No, I didn't look at
and the goggles. Do you want to show the flare goggles? Do you want to
Oh,
show
yeah.
everybody your flare goggles, Brenton?
that. Hey?
Our flag.
Our flare goggles.
Just bought them today.
Awesome.
No, we've actually got them now.
Yeah, we did actually. We did actually
Oh,
get
you
some.
did too.
Yeah, safety goggles. But we thought a snorkel mask was just as good,
Very better.
if not better.
Fully sealed.
Fully sealed, and you can breathe away from the flare smoke.
So I've got to go back up there.
We're all pretty excited about Holly joining the Aedis family. We've got her room ready for her. How beautiful is that? I hope she feels the love.
She wanted to be all fancy. But that's your room!
honeymoon.
Yeah. So you've got 2 foxes to keep you happy.
Beautiful. Oh, and the guitar.
Oh, the guitar's in there. Yeah,
Awesome.
cool.
Unfortunately, this is the reality of what can happen. Obviously, it's the very last thing that any of us want. Now, hopefully over the next hour, we're going to talk about lots of things that you can do to prevent this.
So we're here today for the helicopter rescue demo. So this arc boat here, the monohull in the middle, is set up anchored, and apparently the helicopter is going to come in and pull someone out. So the crew up, we've just climbed up on top of the best vantage point.
And Chris will just launch the life raft. Would you like to launch the life raft? Whoa! Take a step backwards. Whoa! Look at that. And the great thing, this life raft has inflated the right way up.
So much food. Holly's doing a very good job. Ridiculous.
So much shopping. We're bagging everything up into 5-day packs. Yeah, 5-day packs. So we can just grab it, organise the food each week. Got the menu. Claire's planned all the menus out.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then we still have to put in like some rice and pastas and stuff, but they're all currently in the freezer to kill the potential, possibly
Vermin.
imaginary weevils.
Yeah, freezing it all down.
You want any imaginary weevils?
You don't want imaginary or real weevils.
So where's all
Either.
what's all this good stuff doing out of
And then
there?
this is all the fun, the good fun stuff.
All chips and...
Snacks. This is all.
We're
I'll be
over-provisioning.
interested to see. We are slightly over provisioning on purpose in case we end up at sea for 126 days.
126. No one told me that was an option.
We've got easily 28 days of food, and I reckon we'll probably have, if we get that desperate, we've probably got another whole box worth of food. They'll probably push us out to about 40 days.
Okay.
40 days and 40 nights at sea.
How you feeling?
Pumped.
Pumped!
It's pumped. It's good.
We're going out tonight.
Yeah.
Going out.
To the welcome fiesta. Tappers, drinks, and live music. We heard him warming up. Did you hear him warming up before?
Yeah.
Do you think there
Party
will be
time.
sangria?
Spain, Claire. Spain.
Awesome.
2017 officially open. Enjoy the event and have a great crossing. Thank you very much for joining in this morning. Please, flag, raise your flags.
You feeling a bit unwell, Dad?
Had a couple of days of being what you might call a bit how's your father.
How's your father?
It's a pre-Atlantic stress.
The pre-Atlantic
Yeah.
plague
It's got to me.
on board.
Yeah, and you're all kind enough to give me my own cup with leopard doys on it.
Story of the leper. So Dad's in quarantine. What did you get today, Brenton?
The tracker.
So as part of being in the Ark.
They give you this tracker to keep an eye on us.
Yeah.
And it is a... I think the brand's Y... no, I can't remember what the brand is. YB or something? Yellow Brick
Yeah, I
Road?
think it is YB, yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, it's already on. Apparently it lasts for 4 months with the battery, and they keep an eye on us the whole time, and it says our speed and position and direction. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's already going.
So if you've been if you were tracking us across the Atlantic, that's how you did it with that little piece of kit there. Final rigging check before we go. One good thing about the Ark is you can get your rigging checked by this guy who knows his stuff, Jerry the rigger. So that's been really good. We have had our rigging checked recently, professionally, but thought we might as well get it done again just before we leave. Are you ready? Not yet.
Ready for what?
What happened today?
Had a rigging inspection.
And how did that go?
Badly.
Yes.
There's fractures in the eyelets on the shrouds, at the mast and at the bottom of the boat, at the chain plate connections. And we've been advised to not sail across the Atlantic without having them fixed.
And that looks like a big job.
Big
Bigger by the minute.
Well, you get parts in and get someone to do the work, because it's too big a job for me to do.
Yeah, because we're essentially replacing the shrouds, isn't it?
Side stay shrouds, yep.
Yeah.
Whatever people know them as. And
So it's Wednesday, we're meant to leave on Sunday.
they shouldn't be fractured on a boat that's only 7 months old, so they've probably been manufacturing defects that haven't been picked up by the original rigger, or they were ignored. So not very happy about it, to be honest. Well, we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, true. Oh, they work on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll work on Saturday.
So 3 days to get them fixed if we want to leave on Sunday.
Contacted all of the people that need to be contacted to basically get them to fix it.
Yeah.
Brand new boats.
Not the dream of no issues that you would think they are. At all.
And welcome to the skipper's briefing for Ark 2017.
And veg.
So you think we've got enough for in veg?
I do. I'm actually very excited about the amount of fruit and veg we've got.
So what's the process?
So we've got buckets with just water and a bit of vinegar in them.
Yep.
And then just dumping a bunch of the fruit in there, fruit and veg. So the idea is that it both drowns the bugs and or like the vinegar sort of kills the microbes on the outside, which makes it go off quicker. So that's the plan. That's the theory.
Tomatoes, carrots, potatoes,
Kiwis, avos,
avocados,
Yep.
lots of pumpkins. We've got bloody stacks of pumpkins.
There you go.
most expensive melons on earth.
Oh yeah, we've got the oranges, greens, so they'll ripen up. Pears, beautiful.
Oh, they're the oranges.
And we've got some giant melons, local melons, which turned out to be quite heavy and therefore quite expensive.
Melons in the land.
But you live and you learn. Hopefully they're tasty. I'm down in the bedroom underneath the bed because fortunately as part of the ARC they actually have quite a few of the major companies come around. So in this case Watt and C, which is the company who makes our hydro generator, and they were just doing sort of free checks, have a look. And I've always kind of been worried that the wiring that was done in Croatia was a little bit light on, and sure enough the Watt and C guys have looked at this for 1 second and gone, this is bullshit. So I've quickly gone out, we've got 2.5 mil wire, which in a place where there's meant to be a minimum of 6mm. So I've had these suckers made up this morning, ready to go. Basically, worst case scenario, the light wiring presents a effectively a fire risk because it's overheating from that point. It also has a massive impact on how much power we actually get into our batteries. So we probably haven't actually been experiencing the best of what the hydro is supposed to provide. So hopefully we actually get a big benefit from this change out. So I'm going to do it now. So quick video because I haven't stopped for the last 3 days because I've been trying to frantically sort out a rigging issue we found. Absolutely amazing. What's just happened is we've had the Australian brokers Ensign and Nautitech in France work together to organise these parts, and they're actually going to fly them into us in Las Palmas tomorrow, Saturday, which is the day before start day. And a local rigging company is actually going to organise guys to be here at 3 PM tomorrow to replace all this stuff out. So we've gone from not knowing we're going to leave to be yesterday we decided we weren't going to be leaving with the ARC, and we're going to be leaving maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, trying to catch up. And to now this morning I think we're going to be leaving again on Sunday. So anyway, good on you guys.
Okay, we have got our new bits and the riggers are here. It is Saturday afternoon and we're meant to be leaving tomorrow morning, so hopefully they're able to replace the damaged parts quickly and easily.
So first day is off. See the hole? That's our inner lower shroud on the port side, and guys have just come and taken that off, and they've run away to the shop so they can re-swage on the new eyelets onto some new wire, onto some new cable. Let's focus on this. So we've got the 1x19, 12mm, and then the inner 10mm, so they're going to go re-swage that with the new eyelets, and then I'll come back and do one stay at a time. It is 5 to 5 on the night before crossing the Atlantic, but it's a happening thing. There's the second shroud, inner shroud. Boys are working late.
Hello!
Hello!
Hey, how are you?
How are these guys?
Everything well?
The guys are still working, it's just got dark. And I think we've got 3 of the new shrouds on, not tensioned up yet. working bloody hard. It's amazing. These guys are doing an awesome job. These guys are the riggers from Alisios, which is Alisios Sailing, Las Palmas, and they're just pulling out everything to get this job done. It's amazing. And here's some of the culprits. Last meal on land before the crossing. No, not quite, but got breakfast. But last dinner.
Yeah.
The last supper. Bloody excited now. And the dock is alive. So engines are on. To deal with an interesting bit of weather. We weren't expecting to have to deal with anything but trade winds, but yeah, it's got pretty windy.
Coming here under false pretenses.